The movie begins with Ryan regaining consciousness, finding himself in a strange, locked room. He is sitting on a chair with his hands and feet tied. He tries to free himself from the chair, eventually falling to the ground and managing to untie his hands and feet. Afterward, he attempts to leave the room, but finds that the door is locked from the outside. He notices a small window, looks through it, but doesn't see anyone outside, so he starts calling out, hoping someone might hear him. Suddenly, he hears a voice asking him for help, saying that they've been kidnapped and are being held for ransom. Ryan asks the person to describe the place they are being held in, and Bruce, the person, describes the exact same room that Ryan is in. Bruce also mentions that the temperature in his room is steadily increasing, and he reveals that he was kidnapped while leaving the hotel with 2 women. Ryan hears Bruce pleading with someone to lower the temperature in his room, but suddenly the connection between them is cut off. Ryan tries to call him again but finds his phone is dead. Ryan begins to lose his temper, screaming and calling for help. At that moment, a loud beeping sound emerges from the speaker in the room, making Ryan even more anxious. Suddenly, he hears a man's voice coming from the speaker, instructing him to pay attention. The man tells Ryan that he can leave the room easily if he can guess who kidnapped him, giving him 2 minutes to make a guess. Ryan becomes angry and tries to break the window with the chair, but unfortunately, it doesn't break. The mysterious man tells Ryan to calm down because he's wasting time. Ryan starts to think about where he was last before ending up in this place. He remembers that he and his friend Bruce were invited to a party with some investors. Ryan, who works as a stockbroker, was trying to close a deal with them. The last thing he recalls is being at the party with Bruce and 2 women. Ryan suspects that one of the investors is the kidnapper, but the man tells him his guess is wrong and turns the heaters on again, making the room unbearably hot. Ryan begs the man to stop the heaters, and he finally turns them off, turning on the ventilation fans instead. Ryan rushes to cool himself, but the man quickly turns off the fans, telling Ryan he could leave him in the room until the heat overwhelms him. Ryan pleads with the man, saying he's genuinely scared and asks if he can do anything to comply. The man demands that Ryan transfer $1 million to an account number he'll provide. He gives Ryan 2 hours to get the money, warning him that if he doesn't comply, the temperature will increase by 3 degrees every 5 minutes. Ryan tells the man that he's just an ordinary guy and doesn't have that kind of money. The man coldly replies that it's Ryan's problem to solve if he wants to get out. Ryan shows the man a picture of his wife Anna and his son Larry, explaining that he has a family and lives for them, but the man isn't moved. He reveals that he knows everything about Ryan's life, ever since he was born. Ryan then thinks of his brother John, who works as a police sergeant. Ryan contacts John, who is surprised to hear from him because they haven't spoken in a while. John reassures him, telling Ryan to keep his phone on so they can track his location and rescue him. Ryan thanks him and feels a bit more hopeful that his brother will save him, but the kidnapper tells Ryan that no one will be able to find him in time. Ryan then offers the man his watch, explaining that it was a gift from his father and is worth $10,000. The man isn't impressed and orders Ryan to smash the watch. Ryan reluctantly destroys it, then calls his wife Anna, sending her the man's account number. He asks her to transfer all the money she has, promising to return it when they meet. He doesn't want to scare her, so he doesn't mention that he's been kidnapped. She agrees, even though she doesn't fully understand what's happening. Ryan then calls his mother, asking her to transfer money to the account as well. His mother is upset because Ryan only contacts her when he needs something. Frustrated, Ryan angrily reminds her that he sends money every month to pay for his father's medical bills. After ending the call, Ryan reconsiders and calls her back, apologizing and asking her to transfer the money because he's still her son. Afterward, John calls Ryan again and tells him to be calm. John reassures Ryan that they are in the building with him and that a special forces team is on the way to rescue him. However, the call suddenly disconnects. Ryan continues to bang on the door, thinking that the team might be outside. He calls John again, apologizing because their tracking signal led them to a different building. They found an empty building with a message on the wall that says, "They are under my control." Ryan then calls Anna, who, frightened, tells him that people are trying to break into their house while she hides in the kitchen. She moves to the upstairs area until the police arrive but expresses a strange fear that she might be kidnapped just like Ryan. She screams and the call cuts off. Suddenly, hot water starts spraying from the ceiling sprinklers in Ryan's room. Ryan calls out to the kidnapper to turn off the hot water, which he does, and then asks about Anna's condition. The kidnapper tells him that Anna is still safe. Ryan asks what assurance he has that if he transfers the money, he will be released along with Anna. The kidnapper insists that Ryan must trust him. Ryan explains that he knows some wealthy people and needs more time to gather the money. The kidnapper demands $900,000 because Anna and his mother only managed to send $100,000. Ryan contacts various acquaintances, asking them to transfer money. Some agree, some refuse, and some do not respond at all. Eventually, Ryan manages to raise $846,000, but it's still short of the required amount. He collapses on the floor from the heat in the room. John calls him again, asking him to hold on a little longer and inquiring if he can remember anything else about the time he was kidnapped that could provide clues to their location. Ryan remembers that the last thing he recalls was leaving the hotel, getting into his car, and being surprised by a masked person who had been hiding in the car, who then drugged and kidnapped him. Ryan then calls one of his contacts who confirms he has transferred $200,000. Ryan asks the kidnapper to turn off the heaters since he has received more than the required amount. The kidnapper, however, is shocked and accuses Ryan of breaking the rules by borrowing money from others instead of paying from his own account. The kidnapper knows Ryan has $4 million in a secret account. Ryan insists that he has sent the agreed-upon amount and requests his release. The kidnapper accuses Ryan of lying to his family and others to get money. Ryan is given one final chance, and the kidnapper tells him he has only 5 minutes to send the remaining $1 million. Ryan transfers all the money he has. Exhausted, he lies on the floor. The kidnapper leaves Ryan a bottle of water and a small box. Ryan drinks quickly, almost dying of thirst. The kidnapper enters with a note containing the names of Ryan's family members, asking him to read it aloud. Ryan reads the names, including his own, his wife Anna, his son Larry, his father, mother, brother John, and someone named Leslie. Anna then calls, terrified, saying that people are trying to break into their house while she hides. Ryan opens the small box to find a severed finger and a wedding ring. He hears Leslie's voice telling him that they cut off her finger with a knife after kidnapping her, just like they did with him. The kidnapper instructs Ryan to tell Leslie the whole truth. A group call is set up with Anna and Leslie learns that Ryan was married to Anna before marrying her. Anna learns that Ryan married Leslie for her money, using a different name and identity because bigamy is illegal. Ryan admits that he lied to both of them for money but confesses that the only truth he has not lied about is his love for them and their son. John calls Ryan to check on him, and Ryan apologizes for not being the ideal brother. John reassures him that they are close to reaching him. Ryan, feeling hopeless, says it no longer matters if he gets out and hangs up. The kidnapper then tells Ryan to open the box again and take out a gun. He orders Ryan to kill himself, saying he will release Anna and Leslie if Ryan does. However, if Ryan refuses, he will kill them to ensure Ryan's escape. Ryan chooses to kill himself because he loves Anna and wants to sacrifice himself for her. But when he puts the gun to his head and pulls the trigger, he finds that the gun is empty. Suddenly, the door to the room opens and Ryan exits to find his brother John with a gun. Everything is revealed, and Ryan learns that John orchestrated the entire situation. Ryan asks John why he did this, saying that he never harmed him. John explains that he was inspired by Adam, a man with cancer who had asked Ryan for a loan for treatment but was refused. John discovered that Ryan was wealthy when he saw Leslie's photo and saw that she and Ryan were married. Feeling wronged by Ryan's refusal to help Adam, John sought revenge. Ryan offers to discuss money with John after the fact, but John says it's too late as Adam had already died. John reveals that he didn't kill anyone, it was all a setup. Anna and Leslie were in on the scheme. Anna and Leslie appear behind Ryan, accusing him of deceiving and lying to them. They want him to suffer for what he did. John tells Ryan that the lesson he has learned will stay with him forever, and he needs to stop being selfish and greedy. Anna, happy that Ryan was willing to sacrifice himself for her, asks if he truly loves her. Ryan says that it's the only truth he hasn't lied about. Leslie, enraged, takes out a gun and shoots Anna in the back, killing her. She then tries to kill Ryan but is shot by John before she can. Ryan explains to John the reasons for his suspicions, including Anna's knowledge of the kidnapping, the watch, and the finger in the box. John asks how Ryan knew the gun was empty. Ryan says it was the only thing he didn't know for sure, but he chose to pull the trigger because he was genuinely willing to sacrifice himself for Anna. John is astonished by Ryan's revelations and asks for forgiveness, suggesting they forget what happened and start over. He also offers to help clean up the bodies. However, Ryan decides to give John a taste of his own medicine. He turns on the heaters in the room, locks John inside, and leaves. Ryan walks away, feeling that he has gotten his revenge. The film ends. If you finished the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more movie summaries. Thanks for listening, my loves. See you in another video.